It's Champions League match day 2. We head to the Portuguese capital for a rematch of our Europa League final. We've got 4 matches to catch up on before that. Let's run the intro and get on with it. Hey guys, Gamer James here. Welcome back to Marseille. Thank you as always for clicking play. We are on episode 48 now. We are getting ever closer to the half century. Today then we are going to Lisbon. We are playing Sporting. I know I'd said that I might not get a chance to record too much this week, but turns out got a chance to record. I'm not going to miss up that chance. Good game. Should be a really interesting game against Sporting. Hopefully we can put our terrible run of form on camera behind us. 3 in a row I think it is we've lost now, with that horrific defeat to Paris Saint-Germain. That took me a long time to get over. We'll get straight into the matches that we've played in Ligue 1 because things have picked up a little bit. So our first match then was at home to the team that should be the whipping boys of our Champions League group, Debrecen. But look at those stats. That possession stat in particular, they had 66% possession in the Velodrome. How? They must have just been set to retain possession, short pass, slower tempo. It was the most frustrating match I think I've ever watched. It was the hardest slog of a match I've ever had to sit through. Eventually we broke through when Bruno Fernandes scored a penalty, a fortuitous penalty at that. And that was with 18 minutes to go. 3 minutes after that, Andrea Zivkovic scored a beautiful finish, drilled across the goalkeeper for his first goal for the club. So in the end, a comfortable win, but this was a game we should have been winning 4 or 5-0 in my head. So I was really disappointed with the scoreline. Relief was the ultimate emotion at the final whistle. But then came a really good game at home to Lyon. It was they were top at the time, I think, and I think we were second or third. And it was just a really enjoyable match. Such a contrast to the game that went before it against Debrecen. But again, I know it was 49-51, but again, Lyon had just that little edge on possession. Malang Sarr scored his first goal for the club. Following on from Zivkovic, he scored a header 9 minutes before the break, straight from the restart pretty much. 2 minutes into the second half, Cedric Bakambu, who else, scored against us. That's like every game he plays against us seemingly he scores. But Pione Sisto broke clear and managed to force the ball home with 15 minutes to go, and we held on. We got 3 crucial points, but as you can probably see there, Predrag Rajkovic got injured and he's out for a couple of months. Next up was a banana skin of a match away at Saint Etienne, and we came away with a 1-0 win, but you can tell by the stats it was a cracking match. Both teams played really well. A draw would have been fair. You couldn't have complained with a draw. You just have to look. Alban Lafont got man of the match, our new goalkeeper. He has now got a really good run in the team where he can really show us what he can do. Hopefully he can improve and really give Rajkovic a run for his money. It wasn't his first game of the season. He has played a few. I'm really happy that he's there, but if you remember, when I signed him, it was because I didn't want to be left with a 20-year-old with no experience in goal, and Rajkovic got injured. So yeah, I'm really happy to have Lafont in the team. Moussa Dembele got the goal midway through the second half, and we held on. It was a big win because, as I say, it was a banana skin, but we came through it. And then came this match against Stade Rennais, and boy oh boy, this was just as much of a slog for different reasons as the Debrecen game. We just dominated. You can see we had more of the ball, 21 shots on goal. They came with a 4-4-2 that was defensive. They didn't look to get forward. They hit us early. 5 minutes in, Ibrahim Dene scored. After that, I think they had one other shot in the first half, and that was from long range. We just pushed, couldn't break them down. I hate playing a 4-4-2 formation against me. At half time, they went 4-1-4-1 and even more defensive, and we just kept going. Max Arias got injured He got a dead leg in the 4th minute. I managed to hold him on until half-time, brought Moussa Dembele on. He got us the goal 22 minutes from the end. But before that, Stade Rennais had a penalty saved by Alban Lafont, really justifying now his place in the team. But yeah, in the end, quite relieved again to get out of this with a draw. And when you look at the other results as well, no damage done. So here's Ligue 1, and as I say, no damage done in the end with this Stade Rennais draw. Monaco did win 4-1 away at Nice, which put them top going into the games. But Lyon could only draw 2-2 at Nancy, and PSG could only get a goalless draw at Bordeaux. So we haven't lost any ground, really. We're still only 2 points off the top. Monaco have a game in hand on us. Our game in hand on everyone else is against Monaco, which isn't going to be played until January. So it's going to be a long time before this league table looks right and is true. But Paris Saint-Germain are above us on goal difference now, which is a bit worrying. I'm still holding out hope that we're going to mount a really strong title challenge this season. But we need to just stay in contention for as long as possible. Moussa Dembele is already up there with the top goal scorers, with Kylian Pelletier of Stade Brestois, who are our next game in Ligue 1. In terms of all the other things there, we haven't got any other players in any of the other top threes there. We do have a couple of injuries. Of course, one of them is to Predrag Rajkovic, which is a big one. The good news about Arias is he is fit for today's match, so it was only a dead leg. He was out for a couple of days, but he'll be on the bench. God will be starting, of course. Should we have a look at Sporting Clube de Portugal then? See what they've been up to in the summer. Well, as you can see, they've done absolutely nothing. They've not signed a single player in the summer. They've let an awful lot go, most of them on frees and loans, and there's quite a few that have gone for tiny amounts. They've made £4 million in the transfer market, not spent a single penny. Jorge Jesus is still their manager. Rui Patricio and Adrian Silva are still there. If we have a look at the squad, it's going to be pretty much no different to it was. They've probably brought a couple of players up from the youth teams, I guess. Still have Facundo Calidio, still have Bianco, still have Alzate. So they've not done a single thing. So let's see what today brings. The team we're going with today then is Alban Lafont in goal, Malik Ousfani at left back, Malang Sarr and Lucas Perrin in the middle of the defence, with Fulgini at right back, Thiago and Santiago Asasibar, and then it's Francisco Javier, Bruno Fernandes, Pione Sisto and God up top. You can probably see I've created a slightly different formation. When I'd go from inside forwards and wing backs to full backs and wingers, I've kind of made it as a starting lineup now as well. So that's what we're going with today. Thiago's just playing a little bit deeper as well. He's on a defend duty. Sisto, Bruno Fernandes and Francisco Javier are all on support. So I'm kind of hoping as well with the wing backs going back a bit, set to a standard and flexible, hoping it's a bit more suited to away. I don't really want to set up as a counter-attack. I don't really want to set up as a defensive unit. I think we can go there and win, but I just wanted a little bit more shape to the team. So let's see what happens. These are the lineups then. We are slight favourites for the match. Not really an awful lot in it. You can see they're playing the 4-2-2-2 with the double defensive midfielders. I think that's what they played in the Europa League final, isn't it? Hopefully if we can get at them early, we can create a few problems. Obviously Pereira and Podence will be looking to get forward to support Calidio and Bianco, so we've got to be wary of that. That is why I'm kind of got the wingers on support, so they should do a little bit of tracking back, and my fullbacks are fullbacks, so they should be a little bit more disciplined. We are just going to tweak these a little bit. Going to make sure we go in hard on the strikers and mark them tightly as well. Just a couple of little changes there. We're going to passionately, I think we're going to passionately say, come on, show everyone what you can do. Get out there. Let's get out there and let's get a win. It would be a massive win here because the double header next is against Inter, which That's going to be a big double header, I think. We're probably going to do the second of those matches in the next video. We go to the San Siro in our next match, and then we're at home. So the next video will probably be that home match. But yeah, let's concentrate on this one first. So hey, Sisto, Peram, come on, lays it off to Thiago. Now to Bruno Fernandes. Great ball. Dembele's in, and he scored at the second attempt. And we make the breakthrough on less than 3 minutes in. That was a great little move. First blood. Thiago forward to Fernandes. Lovely ball. And at the second attempt, Dembele nets for 1-0. Here's Jallo. Can they get an immediate reply? It's played forward. Fulgini heads away, but Bragança is in for the ball there. Here's Adrian Silva. Lifted out. Ousfani heads it away. Here's Kasama. Podence. Good run from Podence. Oh, our Bragança's got a chance, and that came off his own man. Corner then, Thiago will take. It's headed away, but Sisto has it on the edge of the box, hits a shot, and again! Oh, that one was not far away at all. What a hit from Sisto. Brilliant shot. Goal kick here for us. Ours is still the only goal of all the matches so far. Here's Podence. Can Sporting get back on level terms? Yes, they can. It's Bianco. Oh, they tore us apart there. What did I say about the wingers? They're going to try and get forward if they can. That's disappointing. He got past our men far too easily. Here's Adrian Silva. Calidio. Podence, come on, get in on them. Kasama. Oh, ball in. Bianco's in there. And he's headed it over. That should have been 2-1. We have a couple of goals now going in the other games. Sisto looks to clip in a free kick. It comes to Dembele. And that's an awful finish. Emrah. Coming forward, unchallenged. Adrian Silva now. Bragança. Bianco. Get a foot in. Nope. They're just allowing them to come. Calidio. Oh, he hasn't missed by much. They are just strolling through our defence at the minute. This is not encouraging at all. Here's Fulgini. Sisto, Asasibar, Bruno Fernandes, brilliant save, Rui Patricio. Oh, the veteran with a great save, and that was a foul by Kasama on Dembele. That must have been right on the edge of the area, because it's a free kick, not a penalty. Let's see where the ball gets put down here. Inches outside the box. In it goes, and it's headed away. Bruno pass to take the free kick. So you can see, probably on the left there, Inter have scored in their match in Debrecen. So they go top of the group at the minute. Here's Dembele though. Can we get our noses back in front just before half time? It's been a really poor game, really. We've had a few good long range shots, but it's not been an awful lot of creativity. Here's Podence. Can he get Sporting's noses in front? Calidio. Played forward. Here's Bianco. Straight at Lafont. Adrian Silva to take the corner. And Bragança. It's a nice little volley, but Lafont holds on. Clears it upfield. Dembele heads it down to Sisto. Brilliant first time pass out to Javier. Go on, get past your man. Oh, what was that? At half time then it is 1-1. On the face of it, that wouldn't be a bad result, to be fair. I always think a point against a relatively even team is a good result away from home. I would certainly be delighted with a point in the San Siro in the next match. So we've passionately said we can still come out of this with a win tonight, and then we've gone in and we've assertively told everyone that we have faith. It's a lot of green. I think we can get our noses in front in this second half. I really think we can go out and get the win. Inter are 1-0 up at half time in their match as well still, so we could really do with the win here and keep the pressure on Inter, but you know, let's worry about getting the win here first. Come on, boys. 5 minutes into the second half already. Got a highlight. Sisto's free kick. It's into the wall. Lucas Perrin. Got no one really with him. Go on, turn and look there. There's Bruno Fernandes. Asasibar, Sisto, Dembele, offside. Goal kick for Lafont. Out to Fulgini. We just changed it up a little bit. We just tweaked the passing because we're not dominating the possession, so we've gone more direct. Just try and get it forward quick and see if we can unsettle that defence a little bit of theirs. But they are coming at us here. Here's Matias Pereira. Good tackle, Fulgini. throw for Fulgini. Oh, he tried to take that too quickly. Here's Bianco now. That was woeful throwing. Bianco short and he scored. And that comes from Angelo Fulgini's awful throwing. Just threw it straight to Sporting. And Bianco just comes forward unchallenged. Why? You're set to close him down. You're set to tackle him hard. And you've just let him go unchallenged from the halfway line to shoot and score. What was that? That was shocking. And we're not getting any highlights now. Come on, boys. This is abysmal. Sisto's free kick off the wall. Free kick for Sisto then. Here's Usfani. Andrade. Francisco Javier pulls it across. Dembele scores with 5 minutes to go. We have aggressively demanded more from them. And that could be a huge, huge goal. Really good play. Good cross from Francisco Javier. And a thumping finish from Dembele. We're into the last minute of stoppage time then. I imagine this will be the exit highlight. I'm kind of hoping we might be able to sneak the win here. Here's Sisto. Why are you cutting inside? You're playing as a winger. Here's Bakayoko. Fulgini. Go on then, get past your man. Nope, you're just going to run it off the ball. That was the chance to get past him and get a cross in. Braganza, Emra. Yeah, 15 seconds to go. This is the exit highlight. 2-2 then. I'm happy with that, to be honest. Inter looks like they're only going to win 1-0 in Debrecen, so that puts our 2-0 at home into perspective a little bit, doesn't it, really? So we've drawn 2-2. I'm happy with that. It keeps us 3 points above Sporting, which is massive, really, because they've got to come to our place now. You've got to imagine they're going to take 6 points from their double header with Debrecen. So if we can get at least 3 points from our double header with Inter, I'd be really happy with that. So we're going to calmly tell them everyone thought we'd get beaten. Well done for proving them wrong. Because I know I wanted the win, obviously, but yeah, you've got to be happy with don't forget we only beat them 2-1 in the Europa League final. So to get a 2-2 in Lisbon, as I say, you can see there in the group, we're still 3 points above them. I'm delighted with that. We're still in touching distance of Inter. A couple of good results against them, and we will be in with a really good shout at getting out of the group. So that's the end of the video, guys. Moussa Dembele again saves us. Another 2 goals. That's 4 in his last 3 games. He scored our last 4 goals. Not that we're overly reliant on him, of course. A bit of Moussa dependencia going on here, I think. Next video is going to be Inter at home, I think. And yeah, I kind of need to win on camera. This is 4 videos now without a win. Not happy with that. Inter away, I'm not confident about winning. Inter at home, fairly decent chance, I would think. So yeah, we're going to play Stade Brestois, Valenciennes, Inter, Nancy and Bordeaux off camera. So we'll have a few to catch up on, and then a massive, massive game, potentially a group defining game against Inter. So yeah, if you've liked this video, guys, click that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. The subscribers are going up slowly but surely, which is fantastic, and I will see you for a massive, massive game against Inter Milan. Cheers, see you later.